Hello everyone, my name is Zuza and today I'm going to be talking to you about my career. I work in a veterinary clinic as a veterinary technician. I started working at the clinic back in 2017. I started off as a kennel tech, which basically means that I assist all the other workers and I help clean up and hold the animals and things like that. Working there, I've been able to kind of move up into working as a veterinary technician, which is basically an assistant for the veterinarian. So a little bit about our responsibilities and duties. What we do is we basically assist the veterinarians with whatever they need, whether that's holding a pet, getting vitals, which is basically the pet's heart rate, respiration rate, which is how fast or slow they're breathing. We get their temperatures and things like that. And some other things that we do is we also take the x-rays, we take blood from the patients so we can run them in our machines to make sure they are happy and healthy. We do prepare the animals for surgeries, just depending on what they need. As veterinary technicians, we are the ones that perform the dental cleanings. So like you go into the dentist and get your teeth all nice and clean, that's kind of what we do as well. Now, whenever it comes to taking our teeth out, that's the doctor's job, but we will help assist and we'll help him with whatever he needs, whether that's his tools, holding the animal, things like that. Some other things that we do is we restrain the animals, which is basically holding them in the correct position for the doctors to do their examination and to make sure that they are healthy. They do an overall exam on their body, teeth, eyes, ears, things like that. Same thing like your doctor would do. Another thing that we do is we do actually give the vaccines. So like you go into the doctor and you get your shots, pets do the same thing. We also help out making sure that the patients that had the surgeries for that day are comfortable and are warm, and we just make sure that everything goes well. And so basically we're kind of like a sidekick for the veterinarians. For your education, it is 2 years of college. You do receive a associate's in veterinary technology. That is currently what I am doing. After I get my degree, I'll be able to go take my certification test, and that way I can be registered or licensed just depending on which route I go. From there, I hope to go to vet school and move on to being a veterinarian, which I'll get into a little bit more in depth about that job as well. So your veterinarians are your animal doctors. They're the ones that keep your dogs, cats, hamsters, fish, anything. They keep them happy, healthy, and they make sure that they are doing good. They are also the ones that perform the surgeries and give you the medications that you need for your pets. So a little bit about the education and vet types. People will go to school to become veterinarians. They must earn a degree called a Doctor's of Veterinary Medicine. So basically, after that 2 years of college for your associates in veterinary technology, next you would go to school to get your bachelor's, which takes about another additional 2 years. And that one, it just really depends on what you're wanting to major in. So it could be anything like animal biology or zoology. But after that, you're able to go for an additional 4 years to get your doctor's in veterinary medicine. Before the vet can actually treat the animals, they have to take a state test. Veterinarians can specialize in different areas. For example, some only take care of your household pets, so like your cats, dogs, things like that. But there are other types of veterinarians. You have your aquatic veterinarian, which is your sea life. So like your dolphins, turtles, fish, you name it, they'll take care of it. You have your avian, which is a bird veterinarian. Your equine, which is your horse veterinarian. Your feline, which of course is your cat. You have your zoo veterinarian taking care of the tigers, lions, elephants, giraffes. Every little animal you see in the zoo, there's a vet behind them taking care of them. You have a small animal veterinarian, which is your household pets, your dogs, cats. Some of them do see hamsters and reptiles and things like that, just depending on what that veterinarian specializes in. A large animal veterinarian are the ones that take care of the horses and cows, and those typically include your farm animals. Next, we have your poultry veterinarian, which are the ones that take care of your chickens, turkeys, ducks, and things like that. And then you have a wildlife veterinarian. Those are the ones that work hands-on with the pets that live in the wild. So those are a little bit more difficult. Typically what they do is they'll drive around and see if they see an injured animal. If so, they do whatever they can to help. For training and experience for the veterinary technician, typically your training includes lab and clinical work with live animals. So basically just working hands-on at a veterinary clinic. That way you can get experience. High school students interested in this field should take science classes such as biology, as well as taking their math classes. For me, I was going to Allen High School, and so I was able to start my veterinary career freshman year. They do have a program if you are interested in working with animals to see if you like it. You start your freshman year and it goes all the way up to your senior year of high school. And graduating my senior year, I was able to get my certification as a veterinary assistant, which helped me get a job at a vet clinic. If animals is something that you're really interested in, I would suggest volunteering at a veterinary clinic or even a shelter whenever you are old enough. But even if a veterinary technician or a veterinarian doesn't seem like that's something you'd want to do, but you do want to work with animals, there are lots of jobs out there that have different responsibilities. For example, there's a marine mammal trainer. You can be a horse trainer, dog trainer. You could work at a rehab facility, which is basically they take in the sick animals and they help them get better, and then they are later released into the wild. There are many different jobs out there that do include animal care if that is something that you are interested in. Working at a vet clinic is honestly the greatest job ever. We get to see little kittens, puppies, all the way up to the big adult ones. We recently had a dog come in and he weighed 243 pounds. So that's way more than I do. But I will attach some photos to this video. That way you can kind of see on a day-to-day of what kind of patients I get to see and what kind of patients I get to work with. I love what I do, and I know most of you are wondering what kind of animal I have in this little tank right here, so I'll go ahead and get her out for you.
There's a special kind of doctor who can treat a cat or dog, a cockatoo that's got the flu, or a not-so-jumpy frog. A well-trained veterinarian, most often called a vet, has just the skills to cure the ills of every kind of pet. When a dog won't bark and a cat won't purr, when a bird goes bald or a turtle grows fur, when a rabbit's got a limp and an earache too, when a cow goes when she should go, when a horse gets hiccups and they just won't stop, when a fish is all red from a belly flop, when a gerbil has germs, you can bet that pet's gonna get much better when it sees the vet. Now animals get sick, of course, the same as you and me, but the vet can make them well again and frisky as can be. So when a hard luck duck's got a broken beak, when a parrot's got a cold and she just can't speak, when a mouse gets mumps, you can bet that pet's gonna get much better when it sees the vet. Yes, the pet will get better when it sees the vet.
Oh, that was a long.
So unfortunately this year I wasn't able to come to the school. Last year I was, and I was able to bring a pet with me, but since we're doing a video, I wanted to be able to show you someone. So this right here is Toothless. She is a bearded dragon, and she will be she'll be 1 year old in May. So she still has a lot of growing to do, but she's a super sweet girl. This is definitely a good beginner pet. They are very laid back. She's super friendly. We snuggle all the time, Some of her favorite things are eating her bugs and her fruit. She also loves to sit under her little heat lamp to keep her warm, and she also loves going swimming in the bathtub. I wish I could be there with y'all, but unfortunately I can't. Maybe next year, and I'll be able to bring her. She'll definitely be a lot bigger than this. For those of you who have any questions, I wish I could be there to answer them for you, but unfortunately I can't. If you would like to ask your teacher, she's more than welcome to send me an email and I will respond as quickly as possible. But thank you for having me, and Toothless says thank you as well. And I hope y'all have a great rest of the school year. Hopefully some of you will become veterinarians and I can see y'all in the future.